Watched every presidential inauguration that I can remember since I was a little boy and long before I ever imagined that I would live and work in America. But I had never watched one the way I watched the inauguration of Joe Biden. I never considered the details leading up to an inauguration. I watched this one like a nervous parent, making sure everything went as planned. Because for years, thanks to the last 4 years at least, everything is different. Our demons are on full display. Our union is certifiably imperfect. Our nation is divided. After a year that takes first place in our history for death, destruction, fear, and injustice, normalcy is struggling to regain its place. And one thing with which we will struggle in this new day for America is the death of shame. In addition to the other norms that the former president destroyed, he turned lying, deliberate, casual, and often with the force of law, into an art form, and with that contributed to that death of shame. Let me give you an example. As you know, I'm a business journalist, and for most of my career, when I'd interview a CEO and they'd tell me something that wasn't true, and I'd had the evidence that it wasn't true, it would make for an awkward moment. They'd try to explain it away, their people would offer clarifications, and maybe there'd be a statement of clarification, maybe even an apology. If the lie or any kind of wrongdoing pointed out by the press was significant, someone might resign, a red letter of sorts on their chest, a mark of shame. But for some people, some liars, there's no shame now. One reason I haven't had Trump officials or allies on my show for the last several months is that confronting them with the truth stopped mattering. When caught lying or distorting the facts, they just lied more. Some people, it seemed, are not embarrassed to be caught lying. To have to wear a red letter, or two red letters in the former president's case, both capital I's for impeachment, it means little to him. There's no contrition. Rather, he explains it away as partisan or calls it a hoax or a witch hunt. A source of shame once again somehow morphed into a badge of honor. That thing, the death of shame, is the real catastrophe.